Okay, going over and doing our TMAR prep class. So we're going to be doing TMAR quite a few times here over the next little bit, foreseeable future. So this is going through the prep class to make sure they know what is involved in it, what's going to happen with it, and our instructors know the rhythm and pace that we're going to be setting out for whenever we do it. The purpose of the TMAR is for us to provide you the full range of motion that you need to be a warfighter. Having restrictions and being able to access that full range of motion limits both your capability and increases your injury risk. So whenever we can have exercises and activities that are involved in your daily routine that are going to promote you being able to have more range of motion, that are going to be able to promote you being able to load your body better at those range of motions and be able to operate at that level, this is going to go a long way in both performance and injury management as we move forward. So making a few more little changes here. That there we go. All right, make sure the sound is good. Sound is good. We are going to be recording this, even though for some reason the filter is a little bit out. There we go. All right, so this is going to be about a 45-minute block of instruction. Like I said, remember that TMAR serves the purpose of making sure that individuals have the ability to have full range of motion, or they have access for that range of motion. This is also really good for our people as far as being able to help them develop the recovery. Whenever we talk about recovery, this utilizing TMAR inside of recovery, the purpose of it is that we're trying to go through and have exercise and training and activities that keep you in that regular training routine, but are directed at making sure that your body is allowed the chance to fully repair and recover and refuel for future activities as they go through. It's a good way for us to do load management, to actually pull back on the amount of work that we're expecting somebody to do. So that way the muscles and the tendons get the chance to go through the repair. So let's go ahead and go through TMAR. This is how we're going to go through the whole routine. Everything is going to be built off our mountain pose. Whenever we say mountain pose is going to be heels directly underneath our hips. We're going to have our toes pointing straight ahead. We're going to go ahead and extend our knees and rotate them out so you feel some tightness in your glute. We're going to feel the 3 points of our feet dig down into the ground and make sure that they're grasping into the ground. There's going to be lots of balance movements inside this, so making sure that you have that is a very important thing as we start. So heels on the ground, knees out, grabbing it. We're going to take our hands. We're going to go ahead and extend our elbows and reach our fingertips as close as we can to the ground. Once we're here, we're going to take a big breath in, and we're going to pull our shoulders back, right? So elbows fully extended, toes straight, or fingertips straight down to the ground, and elbows back, big breath in. So this is our base element that we're going to work through. We're going to do a waterfall teaching movement where we're going to continually work back from this and make every flow a little bit longer. So what we're going to do for our first one is we're going to go ahead and reverse our arms. So our back of our hands are facing the ceiling. We're going to rotate our fingertips up as high as we can, having the back of our hands touch at the top point. Reach up as high as we can. From here, we're going to go ahead and drop our hands down to hands to heart center. As we're doing that, our palms are turning and facing each other. We're going to make sure we press our fingers together and spread them until our thumbs touch our sternum. And then we're going to set our shoulders down, elbows back, and relax our hands and set in this position. From here to move back on through, we can go ahead and go to mountain pose, right? Heels underneath, toes straight ahead, screw our feet into the ground, reaching down as long as we can with our fingertips, elbows fully extended. Big breath in, pull those shoulders back, splitting our arms up, back of our hands touch directly overhead, reaching up to that highest point, dropping down the hands to heart center, rotating our palms towards each other as they're coming down, spreading our fingers. This time we're going to keep down going in that flow. Thumbs touch our sternum, spreading out. Now we're going to swan dive, meaning that we're going to swing our arms out. As we swing our arms out, we're going to bring our hands directly behind our hamstrings and trace down our hamstring until our hands are behind our knees. This is our half fold position. From our half fold position, we're going to keep our hands at our knees, make our knees straight, flex them out, make them straight. We're going to make our back flat to the ground. Once we're here, we're going to take a big breath in, exhale, and pinch our shoulders together. So our back is nice and flat to the ground. Our knees are straight, holding. Go ahead and take a big breath in. And now we're going to reach down for a full fold, meaning that we're going to be reaching down, grabbing our ankles, As we grab our ankles, we're going to go ahead and pull our shoulders down to the ground. It's okay to walk them, pull down with the right, then the left, but try to pull those shoulders down as close as you can to the ground while you're doing this. Once again, this is our half fold position. From here, we're going to work back out to our mountain pose. So pull our shoulders down, and now go ahead and big breath in. Start tracing back up to your half fold. Hands are behind our knees. Lock your knees out. Go ahead and exhale, pull your shoulders together. Back is flat to the ground. Holding this position. Lock out those knees. And going back to our mountain pose, we're going to swan dive our arms out. Reaching up nice and high. Reach up to that highest position. Up high, up high, up high, up high, up high. Nice and high. And now start turning, dropping those hands down to hands to heart center. Pressing your fingers together. And exhale and relax. So now we're going to extend that out a little bit more, moving into our upward and downward dog position. This way we can get some load in the shoulders and start taking our hips through full range of motion. So, with our hands at heart center, go ahead and take a big breath in, exhale, and drop your hands down towards mountain pose. Feet are on the ground, heels are underneath, toes straight ahead. Screw your feet into the ground, reach down to the close to the ground as you can with your fingertips, elbows fully extended. Big breath in, pull your shoulders back, and go ahead and yep, so not Ohio. So not Ohio. Hope that hasn't been out for very long. See how we go with this. So we're going to go ahead, walking back out towards doing this. Remember, our heels are on the ground directly underneath us. We're going to go back to our hands to heart center, holding our hands there together. So this time we're going to do a little bit more whenever we get into that plank position, and then we'll work back to the mountain pose. So go ahead and drop your arms straight down. Heels are down. Reach for the ground with your toes. Go ahead and screw your feet into the ground. Knees are pointed out. Glutes are tight. With your fingertips, reach down as close as you can to the ground. Fully extend those elbows. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Pull your shoulders back. And swing those arms up. The back of your hands touch directly overhead. Once they touch, we're going to go ahead and start rotating down to our hands to heart center. Palms face each other. This time we're going to keep on going as our thumbs touch our sternum. Exhale, relax, and now we're swan diving, swinging your arms out. As you come through, place the hands on the back of your hamstrings. Work down to that half fold position. At that half fold position we're holding here, we're going to extend our knees out. Back is flat to the ground. Exhale and pinch those shoulder blades together. Go ahead and take a big breath and blow it out. Back is flat. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Now take a big breath in and walk your hands down towards your ankles. Now that your hands are down to your ankles, start pulling your shoulders down. First your right, then your left. Exhale, pull both shoulders down. Go ahead and place that left hand on the ground. Start walking yourself out to that high plank position. Once you're at that high plank position, big breath in. Lower yourself down to the low plank. Once you're here, extend your elbows, extend your hips. And exhale. Holding here for a few seconds. Go ahead and take a few big breaths in and blow out. Push those heels back past your toes. Push those heels back. Get those heels back in space as far as you can. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Start rotating at your shoulders, pushing your hips up as high as you can. Bring your ears by your biceps and now push those heels down to the ground. Ears by biceps. Push those heels down to the ground. Go ahead and exhale. Push those heels down. Reach for the ground as much as you can. Feel the back of your legs stretch out. Now we're going to keep our right foot planted down and we're going to action our left foot. Right foot stays down, left foot gets actioned. So we're going to keep our right foot, right toes are on the ground. We're going to kick our left foot up as high as we can while keeping our toes pointed straight down. Toes pointed straight down, ears are by our biceps. Push back on that right heel, left toes pointed straight down to the ground. Big breath in, exhale, push that right heel down. Left heel still pushing to the ground, left toe still pushing to the ground. Go ahead and bring that left foot down. Go ahead and take a second. Make sure it's seated good on the ground. Good job. All right, so now our left foot staying still and we're reaching up with the right. Left foot stays still, our action leg is going to be on our right. Go ahead and swing that right foot up high up into the air, as high as you can, while keeping that right toe pushed down to the ground. Go ahead and push that left heel down. Right toe is pointed straight down. Left heel, start stretching it out to the ground. Ears by biceps, heels up, your hips are up high in the air. Push for the ground with that left heel. Right toe is up as high as you can with that poise still pointing down to the ground. Exhale, push with that left heel, and now drop that right toe down to the ground. We're going to do one more here from the downward dog position. Make sure that right foot is seated good. Right foot stays still. Left foot is moving on this one. We're going to go ahead and kick that left foot up as high as we can. Left foot up nice and high, ears by our biceps. This time we're going to swing it through. As we do, slight bend in your shoulder. Lay that left ankle across your left knee. Left ankle across your left knee. And from here, we're going to turn and drop back down to that downward dog position. And let that left foot, left lower leg, lay on the ground. Go ahead and exhale. And push that toes back. Make that left hip open. Right foot is back. Go ahead and take a big breath in. And start raising your hips back up into the air. Push that left foot up as high as you can in the air with the toe still pointed down. Push back on that right heel. And go ahead and drop that left foot down. Left foot down, go ahead and plant it down good in the ground. Now we're going to move our right. Go ahead and swing up with that right. Left foot is anchored down. Right foot up as high as we can with that right toe still facing down. Go ahead and little bend into your shoulder. Swing that foot up underneath. Lay that ankle across your knee. And go ahead and rotate back down at your shoulders towards that downward dog position. Let that left lower leg touch the ground. Extend your hips. Exhale and start pushing back a little bit more if you can against that left foot. Open, make that right hip open. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Start rotating, pushing those hips up high up in the air. Extend that left foot. Get up as high as you can in the air. Left toes pointed straight down to the ground. Right heels reach as close as we can. Bring that right foot down to the ground. Make sure both feet are seated well. Good, grasp on the ground with both feet. Start walking back towards our feet. We're going to start moving towards our mountain pose. Grab that full fold, grabbing our ankles. Start pulling your shoulders down. Exhale, pull down. Big breath in. Work your hands up behind your knees. Extend those knees out. Back is flat to the ground. Go ahead and exhale and pinch your shoulders. Big breath in. Go and release your hands from the back of your legs. Swing your arms out wide for that reverse swan dive. Arms up nice and high. Reach up as high as you can. The back of your hands touch each other. And go ahead and let your hands start rotating back down to hands to heart center. Palms face each other. Press against. Thumbs touch your sternum. This time relax. Exhale. All right, so we're holding there for a few breaths. Make sure our connection's still good here. Still rolling on. Still rolling on. Right. Somebody really thought we were in Ohio. New crisscross. Gotta have a way to hold up the mic, right? Hence why it's up there. Gotta hold the mic. How long are we at here? 14 minutes. Okay. So we're gonna start working out a little bit more. So now we're gonna start to move into our Warrior 2 position with it. Okay. So we're back at our hands at heart center. From our hands at heart center, we're gonna go ahead and take a big breath in. Exhale. Start moving towards our mountain pose. Right, so our feet are good and on the ground. Both toes are good and dug in. Screw our feet into the ground. Knees are straight. With our arms, reach down as close as we can to the ground. Elbows good and extended. Big breath in. Pull those shoulders back. And swing those arms up high. Reach up as high as you can into the air. Back of your palms touch each other. Your hands rotate back to hands to heart center. Blow out, blow out, blow out, blow out, blow out. We're going to keep moving past hands to heart center. Thumbs touch our sternum. Go ahead and release those hands. We're going to start swan diving back down. Arms out nice and wide. Bring your hands to the back of your hamstrings. Hands touch the back of your hamstrings. Start walking down to the back of your knees. Make your knees straight. Back is flat to the ground. Go ahead and pinch those shoulder blades together. And exhale. Blow out all the air. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Big breath in. Start walking down with your hands. Grab your ankles. Once you're at your ankles, pull your left shoulder down. Pull your right shoulder down. Left, right. Exhale. Pull yourself down in that full fold position. Make your knees straight if you can. Left hand on the ground, followed by right. Walking out towards our high plank position. Drop down to that high plank. Big breath in. Bend at the elbows. Lower your body down to the low plank. Extend your elbows, extend your hips. Look up and full exhale. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Start rotating at your shoulders. Reach your hips up high into the air. Hips up nice and high. Ears by our biceps. Exhale, push those heels down to the ground. Try to stretch those heels out. Stretch out those calves. Go ahead and take your right foot. Swing it up nice and high as you can. Right foot up nice and high. Exhale, push down with that left heel. Right toes pointed straight down. Stretch that left heel out. And go ahead and drop that right foot down. Go ahead and get it seated down good on the ground. Big breath in. Push up with that left foot. So now we're going to start to add more on this one. We're going to start to move out into our warrior two position. Push down with that right heel. Left toe is pointed straight down. This time as we swing our left foot forward, we're going to bring it to the outside of our left hand. Bringing our left foot to the outside of our left hand. So go ahead and big breath in. And swing that left foot forward. Bring that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Try to make contact between your knee and your elbow. From here, we're going to go ahead and turn our right foot so it's pointed out at least 40. Aim for 90 degrees. Now we're going to start to raise up. As we do, we're going to take our left hand, reach it straight out in front of us, and our right hand to the rear. As we reach as far as we can with our fingertips, extend our elbows, start pushing forward with that left knee. This is our warrior two position. Big breath and exhale. Extend those elbows, extend your fingers, press out with that left knee. Now we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to rotate it through. Put our right hand on the small of our back. The back of our hand is on the small of our back. And we're going to start to rotate our left hand as high up as we can in the air. Pushing forward on that left knee. Left hand goes up as high as you can. That highest point, keep that left knee bent. Reach up to that highest point. Full exhale and reach up high. So now we're going to start to move back to our mountain pose or our hands to heart center. Big breath in. Hands start throwing out that left hand as you do. Unlock that right hand from the rear. Reach out directly behind you. Exhale. Make those elbows straight. Fingers out as far as they can. Straight line across your body. And exhale. Reach. Big breath in. Rotate that left hand down to the ground. Bring it to the inside of your left foot. Followed by your right. Once both hands are on the ground, kick that left foot back to the rear. Go ahead and drop down to that high plank position. From our high plank position, bend your elbows. Lower down to the low plank. Extend your elbows, extend your hips. Exhale. And push back on those toes. Good, and take a big breath in. Start rotating at your shoulders and at your hips. Getting your hips up high into the air. Ears are by your biceps. Start to press your heels down to the ground. See if you can make your heels touch the ground. It's okay to move your hands and feet if you need to while you're doing this. Go ahead and blow out and reach for the ground with your heels. Start walking your hands back towards your ankles. Hands are at your ankles. Grab your ankles. Full fold position. Start pulling those elbows down. So we're pull those shoulders down to the ground. Go ahead and exhale. Pull down a little bit more. And big breath in. Walk those hands up behind your knees. Make your knees straight. Backs flat to the ground. Blow out all the air in your lungs and pinch your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. Go ahead and swing those arms out. Reverse swan dive. Reaching up as high as we can into the air. Reach up high, reach up high, reach up high, reach up high. Tiptoes if you can. I lost mine. Reach up high and start dropping down. Hands to heart center. Start exhaling as hands rotate and press against each other. Thumbs touch your sternum and relax. All right, so that's moving out to Peaceful Warrior and Warrior 2. That was on our left side. We're going to start going on our right for our next one. Oh man, we had people log on like it. And I guess where we had the breaking connection logged off. It's all right. So, feet are on the ground, directly underneath our body. Now we're going to start going to our right, and we're going to work out a little bit more with this one, okay? Mountain pose. Heels are underneath, toes pointing straight ahead. Screw those knees into the ground. Knees are nice and straight with our hands. We're going to reach as close to the ground as we can. Fully extend those elbows. Big breath in. Pull those shoulders back. Go ahead and swing those arms up, making the back of our hands touch at the highest possible position. Reach up high, reach up high, reach up high, reach up high. Exhale, and start rotating those hands down to hands to heart center. We're going to keep moving past. Thumbs touch our sternum. Once they do, we're going to swing our arms out for a swan dive down to our half fold position. Swing our arms up nice and wide. Hands on the back of your hamstring. Start walking down to they're on the back of your knee. And hold. Fully extend those knees. Back is flat to the ground. Go ahead and exhale and pinch those shoulder blades together. Back is flat. Knees are straight. Push those shoulder blades together. Full exhale. Go ahead and take a big breath in and start walking those hands down towards your ankles. Hands are grabbing our ankles. Pull yourself down to the ground. Let's go right and left. Pulling your shoulders down. Exhale and pull both down. And right hand on the ground, followed by your left. Start working out towards your high plank. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Drop down to that low plank. Full exhale. Extend your elbows, extend your hips, and push your heels back behind your toes. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Rotate at the shoulders. Push your hips up as high in the air as you can. Get your ears by your biceps. Then push for the ground with your heels. Big exhale, blow all the air out. Reach for the ground. We're on with our left foot first. Left foot first on this one. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Raise that left foot up as high as you can. Keep that right foot planted down. Left foot's up nice and high, toes pointed straight down. Go ahead and blow out and reach for the ground with the heel of your right foot. Reach for the ground with your right foot. And go ahead and bring that left foot down. Make sure both toes are good and anchored into the ground. Ears are by our biceps. Leaving our left foot planted. Right foot is going to be our action leg. Big breath in. And go ahead and rotate that right foot straight up. Toes pointed straight down. Knee is straight. Go ahead and exhale, blow out, reach for the ground with that left heel. Reaching for the ground with that left heel. We're going to swing that right foot forward and put it to the outside of our right hand. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Swing that right foot forward. Bring that right foot forward all the way up here by your left hand. So we got contact between our shoulder and our knee. Right foot by our right hand. This time we're going to start raising up. As we do, we're bringing that right hand straight out in front of us. Point it straight ahead. Left foot is pointed out 90 degrees. 45 is fine. Put our left hand to the rear. Start pushing forward on that right knee. And extend our elbows. Have your fingers make a straight line across your body. Big breath in. Exhale. Extend those elbows. Push forward on that right knee. Fingertips make that nice straight line. Both palms are facing the sky. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Rotate with that left hand. Bring that left hand to the small of your back. The back of your hand is touching the small of your back. And we're going to go ahead and rotate that right hand as high as we can in the air. As we do, start pushing forward with that right knee. Get that right hand up as high as you can. Keep pushing forward with that right knee. Exhale and reach for the highest point with that right hand. Reaching up as high as you can. Go ahead and unlock that left hand from the small of your back. Start rotating that right hand down. As we do, push that left hand back to the rear. Make that straight line across your body. Exhale and fully extend your elbows. Both palms are facing the ceiling. This time we're going to take our right hand, put it down to the inside of our right knee. We're going to start rotating through. Start reaching up as high as we can with our left hand. As we do, we're going to start straightening out that right knee. Reach up to the highest point that you can with that left hand. Right hand on the inside of your knee. Right knee is straight, left knee straight. Reaching up to the highest point that we can with our left hand. Now we're going to start to reach for the ground with our right hand on the inside. Right? It's okay to bend your knee while you're reaching down. There we go. So now we've reached down close to the ground. Start pushing forward on that right knee. Right hand is on the inside. Reach up to the highest point with that left hand. So now we're going to start to rotate back up to our warrior two. So letting ourselves rotate back up. Right hand straight up to the front. Left hand to the rear. Push forward on that right knee. So now we're going to move out to our warrior three drills, or a half moon drill. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to start to reach forward for the ground, putting it on the ground in front of our right foot. Right hand is on the ground in front of our right foot. Left hand can go as well if you're comfortable with it. We're going to start to pick our left foot up off the ground. Start to straighten out our right knee. Right? As you feel comfortable with it, we're picking both hands up off the ground. Left toe is pointed straight down. We're going to take our hands, put them right here beside our pocket. Everything is balanced on that right foot. Go ahead and swing those arms out overhead as if we were doing our swan dive. Reaching up nice and high. We're going to move to our hands to heart center from here. Back of our hands touch over top. Extend your arms, extend your foot. That left foot. Now rotate those hands back towards each other. Thumbs touch our sternum. As our thumbs touch our sternum, we're going to lower our right hand down to the ground, followed by our left foot. Left foot is turned out 90 degrees. We're going to start to rotate up. Go back to our warrior two position. Left hand straight out to the front, as you were. Right hand straight out to the front. Left hand to the rear. Go ahead and exhale and reach forward with those fingertips. Make it arms nice and straight. Now we're going to start working back to our hands to heart center. Rotate that right hand. We're going to put that right hand to the ground right beside our right foot. Bring our left hand to the ground. We're going to kick that right foot back in that high plank position. Big breath in, lower down to the low plank, and extend your elbows, extend your hips. Full exhale. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Rotate at your hips as your shoulders. Reach up as high as you can with your hips. Push those feet down to the ground. Push those heels down. Big exhale. Reach for the ground with your heels. Ears are by your bicep. Go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Hold on. Correction. Go ahead and start walking your hands back towards your ankles, right? For our full fold position. Grab your ankles. Start pulling yourself down. This is our full fold position. Pull the left, then the right, left, and right. Exhale, pull both. Straighten those knees out if you can. It's okay if they have a little bit of bend in them. Start walking your hands back up towards the back of your knees. We're holding with our hands on the back of our knees. Make those knees straight. Go ahead and pinch those shoulder blades together. And big exhale. Big breath in. Release those hands from the back of your legs. Swing those arms up. Reach up to the highest point that you can. Back of your hands touch to the highest point. Go ahead and exhale. Start turning those hands towards each other. Dropping down our hands to heart center. And holding. Thumbs touch your sternum. And big breath out. And relax. So we're going to do it one more time on our left side. Going to our left. Still got good connection? Yeah, I got good connection. This is our one last time going over to the other side. So, setting our heels. Last time, remember this time we're going to go over to our left, right? So, heels are directly underneath our feet. We're going to go ahead, make sure we grab the ground with our toes. Screw our knees out. Reach down as low as you can with your fingertips. Big breath in. Pull those shoulders back. Swing those arms up overhead. Back of your hands touch at the tallest possible position. Reach up high, reach up high. Start turning, rotating these palms towards each other. Exhale as you're dropping down the hands to heart center. We're going to keep moving past. Thumbs touch our sternum. As they pass, we're going to swing out into our swan dive. Swing your arms out nice and long. Start bringing the back of your hands back to the back of your hamstrings. Walk down to that half fold position. Hold at that half fold. Make your knees straight. Backs flat to the ground. Pinch your shoulder blades and exhale. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Start reaching for your ankles. Grabbing your ankles, go ahead and pull your right shoulder down, followed by your left, right, left, exhale, and pull both. Go and reach for the ground with your left hand, followed by your right. Start walking your hands out to the high plank position. Big breath in. Go ahead and drop down to the low plank. Once we're here, extend your elbows, extend your hips. Big exhale. Push those toes back past your heels. Go ahead and take a big breath in. We're going to rotate, push our hips up high to the sky. Reach up high, got our ears by our biceps, hips up high. Reach those heels down for the ground. Try to make those heels touch. It's okay to adjust your hands or your feet. Go and raise that right foot up as high as you can in the air. Keep that right toe pointed straight down. Go ahead and drop that right toe down. Get this right foot planted. Going to our left. Big breath in. Extend that right leg up. Reach up as high as you can while keeping those toes pointed straight down. Ears by your biceps. Go ahead and exhale and reach for the ground with your right heel. Knees extended. Left toes pointed straight down. Reach for the ground with your right heel. We're going to go ahead and take a big breath in and swing that left foot up by our left hand. There we go. So we got our left foot by our left hand, our shoulder and knee are in contact. We're going to go ahead and rotate that right foot out. Go ahead and bring yourself up. Left hand all the way forward, fingertips fully extended. Right hand to the rear. Start pushing forward on that left knee. Exhale and extend those elbows. Extend your hands. Your fingers make a straight line across your body. Big exhale. This is our Warrior 2 position. We're going to go ahead and take our right hand, put the back of your right hand on the small of your back. Start reaching up to the highest point that you can with that left hand. Reach up higher, push forward into that left knee while you're doing so. Reach up high, reach up high. Left hand is all the way up in the air, the highest point. Exhale, reach up higher, push forward with that left knee. Big breath in. Go ahead and lock that right hand from the small of your back. Start lowering that left hand down. Big exhale. Fully extend those elbows. Reach out as far as you can with your fingertips. Right foot is pointed 90 degrees. Push forward with that left knee. Big breath in. Go ahead and place your left hand down on the inside of your left knee. Start rotating that right hand up high. You want to reach up as high as you can with that right hand. Start pushing that left knee straight to reach up to that highest point. Both knees are straight. Right hand is up as high as it can in the air. Try to keep that thumb stacked over top of the shoulder. Go ahead and take a big breath in and start working the left hand down to the ground on the inside of your left foot. Right, reach down as far as you can. That low point, start to push forward on that left knee. Keep reaching back with that right hand. Exhale and reach back. Hold. Big breath in. Start reaching forward with that left hand. Get that left hand on the ground in front of your foot. And we start swinging that right hand down if you need to. Right, so now we're going to start to pull forward on that right foot. Right, start pulling it up off the ground. Putting all of our body's weight on that left. Both left and right hand are on the ground if you need to. Right toes pointed straight down. If you can, go ahead and pick your left and right hand up off the ground. Go ahead and put those hands right beside your pocket. We're going to go ahead and swing arms up. Reverse swan dive. Try to have your hands touch, the back of your hands touch directly over top of your head. There we go. Reach as far forward as you can with your hands. Right foot all the way to the rear, toe pointed down. Start to have your hands fall down to hands to heart center. And hold. Exhale. Good job. Reach for the ground with that left hand, followed by your right. Start to lower that right foot down to the ground. Right toes pointed off 90 degrees. Rotate up. Go back to our Warrior 2 position. Left hand straight out to the front. Right hand to the rear. Push forward on that left knee. Exhale. Fully extend your hands and your elbows. We're going to start working back to our hands to heart center for our last time. Big breath in. Left hand on the ground beside our left foot, followed by our right hand down. Go ahead and push that left foot back to the rear. High plank position. Big breath in. Lower your body down. Extend your elbows, extend your hips. Exhale. Hardest part's over. We're going down through the cool down now. Going back to where we started, start to cool down. Push those heels out past your toes. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Rotate at your shoulders. Push your hips up high in the air, ears by our biceps. Reach for the ground with your heels. Go ahead and full exhale. Reach for the ground. Make those heels stretch. Calves are stretching. Big breath in. Start walking back your hands towards your ankles. There we go. Hands are back here by our ankles. Grab your ankles. Go ahead and pull yourself down in that full fold position. Pull your right shoulder down. Left shoulder. Right. Left. Exhale and pull both. Walk your hands up behind your knees. Go ahead and make those knees straight. Big exhale and pinch your shoulder blades together. Hope you all enjoyed that. This was really a walkthrough for the class that we have later. So that way the AIs know what they look for, know what we're going to be doing. Go ahead and take a big breath in. We're doing our reverse swan dive. Swing your arms out nice and wide, reaching out to that tallest point that you can overhead. Back of our hands touch. Big breath in. Go ahead and start dropping those hands down to hands to heart center. Rotate those palms towards each other. Exhale as you do. Thumbs touch your sternum. And relax. So that was our base entry level TMAR program that we utilize. Hope you all enjoyed it. Got something out of it. It's not Ohio, sorry. Right, but that's what the first round of it looks like. Right? Thank you all for the time on it. Yeah, thank you all for watching if you chose to. Appreciate it. Catch you next time.